everybody. As you can see, I am here in the youth house. Glad to be hanging out up here for a few minutes. But I want to just chat with you guys about something I was thinking about the other day. A verse in particular came to mind, and a story that I had goes along with it. And so the verse I want to share with you guys today is delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. That's Psalm 37:4. And you've got to be careful with that verse, because it's not a verse that says, oh, go to church, go to Sunday school, go to youth group, go to camp, go to FCA, and he'll give you your desires. That's not what it means. It's not like, okay, I'm going to do God over here, and he's going to give me wealth. He's going to give me, a beautiful girlfriend or boyfriend. He's going to give me success or something like that. That's not what the verse is. It says, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. There's a part that comes first, and there's a part that kind of comes second, because delighting in the Lord will shape the desires of your heart. And so more than a few years ago, about 10 years ago, I was getting ready to go to Brazil on a mission trip. And this was a medical mission trip, but I really felt like God was asking me to go. And I was younger. I didn't know what exactly I could do other than just carry boxes and go door to door and tell people that, there's some medical team here that can help. We had dentists and nurses and like one doctor that could see people. We were going down the Amazon. And so we just wanted to provide some services and tell people about the gospel. But I felt really led to go. At the same time, my wife, who we were dating at the time, was getting ready to go to South Africa. And one of the verses that they were praying through was Psalm 37:4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he'll give you the desires of your heart. And I remember her asking, we were praying about that trip, both of our trips. And I remember her asking me, say, Josh, if you could do one thing in Brazil, what would it be? Well, if you know me very well, you know that I'm a big soccer fan. You know that I love the sport. I watch it religiously almost. And Brazil's always been one of my favorite teams. They were super good in the 1990s and really fun to watch. And so they were always one of my favorite teams to watch. So I said, well, if anything, I'd love to play soccer with the kids, even if for just 10 minutes. That would just make my whole trip even better. But I was sold out on going simply to do what God asked me to do. And so I never made any demands of trying to play soccer. I didn't even take a soccer ball with me to Brazil. I kind of said that prayer probably in April or March, and we left in July and basically spent the whole month in Brazil. But it was really cool. I get to Brazil. Our pastor says, here, take this box, Josh. You're going to come with me. And I had already told the pastors, I'm here to do whatever you need me to do. I want to glorify God, and I want to go tell people about God in Brazil on the Amazon. And I said, so whatever it is, I'll do it. So he hands me this box. He says, get one out and bring it. We're going to go basically do a one-day vacation Bible school with these kids while their parents are getting dental and medical, care from our group. And so I kind of lit up because, I love to hang out with the kids. I love to spend time with them, play games. I opened the box, and the box is plumb full of soccer balls. There was a pump for each soccer ball, and that was the plan. I didn't know it. I was so ecstatic and excited. I almost began to cry because that verse and that prayer came back to my mind. I was genuinely delighting myself in the Lord, and my desire was to see kids know the gospel. Now, what was cool was the soccer balls were color coordinated with Jesus' story. And so red, stood for his blood. White stood for, him dying on the cross and being, us being cleaned by him dying on the cross. And there was other colors, purple and black and yellow. And each color had, a different meaning to the story of the gospel. And so each day, after we did a little activity to get the kids outside to be active, guess who got to get up and share the gospel using a soccer ball? And if you want to have, children's undivided attention in Brazil, hold up a soccer ball. They will listen to whatever you have to say for however long, as long as they get to play with that soccer ball. And so, what I realized is that as I delighted in the Lord, it shaped the desires of my heart. And my desires became about God. They became centered on God and who he is. And that's what I love about that verse. This isn't a verse that says, delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you a house or he'll give you a nice car. You delight yourself in the Lord and your desires are going to be centered on who he is, his love, his compassion, and everything about him. The fact that he sent Jesus to die on the cross for us. It's a very beautiful verse. I love it. But what you desire says a lot about what you delight in. And we have a lot of distractions that, can get in the way of what we're doing and trying to focus on God. And so I hope that you will take a moment and think about that story, think about that verse, and say, what do my desires say about what I delight in? I hope that it can give you some direction and say, look, I need to focus more on God. I need to spend more time on his word, worshiping him, praising him, praying to him, speaking to him, letting him speak to me. But it's easy to say, oh, I can go to church and God's going to give me all those things. But what we have to realize is that God is enough. And that to me is what that verse means. It says, delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. It's centered around him because he will shape your desires as you delight in him. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I will have another video for you guys next week. I love and miss everybody and can't wait till we can get back in this amazing youth house, hang out, spend time together, play some games, do some lessons. I'm super excited that we're moving towards that direction. So have a great day and we'll talk to you later.